Hello everyone, Cesar here, and today we are going to talk about dexterity, finger independence, why finger independence is so important when playing guitar and why it's so difficult to get, right? Precisely what is the reason behind that is the anatomy of us human beings. And we are going to talk about that, taking the advantage that I have cut very badly the tip of my finger on my left hand side. Let me show you. I'm not giving you the finger, guys. I'm simply trying to show you how bad it looks. I'm missing I would say, significant part of my fingertip, you see? I mean, I did cut it. It is really very, very, very rough, right? Fortunately, it looks worse than it really is, but even aesthetically is absolutely gross, right? And I can play simple chords and simple riffs, but it still really hurts a lot. That made me think about finger independence, dexterity, and anatomy. In order to understand why it's so difficult to get finger independence and why the exercises for finger independence are so important, let's do together a very simple exercise. Let's say thanks the way that our Chinese colleagues or Chinese friends and the Asian people do it, okay? Like this, okay? So let me just do this, and I'm gonna zoom it for you because you are going to do this together with me. Okay, now we have the hands in this position, and what we are going to do is we are going to put the knuckles of our mid fingers together, right? And they cannot separate. So to form a shape like this, the knuckles of our mid fingers need to be absolutely together, and the bottom of the palms of the hands need to be absolutely together, okay? Now, let's do this with our thumbs. You see? You can do it. It's fantastic. You can tip your thumbs. Let's do it with our pinky. We can do it too, right? Let's do it with our index fingers. You can do it too. Let's try to do it with your ring fingers. You cannot do it. If you need to keep the knuckles of your mid fingers all together, you cannot tiptoe. You cannot tip on your ring fingers. You cannot. Try. Now, what are the best exercises to get finger independence in your fretting hand, right? The best exercises, in my opinion and in my experience, are the spider exercises. You are going to see one of them that I have here in my channel. It is a great exercise that will help you develop your finger independence, and then what is going to happen is that your fingers are going to go where you want them to go, not where they want to go. In my opinion, getting the discipline of doing finger exercises is absolutely fundamental in order to gain finger independence. I understand that they can be very boring, but believe me, 10 minutes per day go a long way. I have several spider exercises in my channel that I think can help massively with your finger independence. But as I said, I know that practicing spider exercises sometimes can be tedious because you are not really playing guitar, right? So I thought that I would share something that I do very often, practically every day with you, taking advantage of my really very badly hurt index finger. It's a very simple routine. You can devote 10 minutes to this every single day while you're watching television and noodling on your couch, whatever, right? So let me zoom for you so we have a better close look at the fretboard. The idea is that we are going to go over some chord changes, very simple chords, open chords, right? We are going to use a C major, we are going to use an A minor, we are going to use a D minor, we are going to use a G major, and we are going to use a D major. But we are going to fret them without our index finger, like if we were not having index finger, which is mostly my case now. So we are going to fret them with the pinky, with our ring finger, and with our mid finger. So this will be your C major, this would be your A minor, this would be your D minor, sorry, this would be your G major, and this would be your D major. Sounds simple, but it's not that simple. What I want you to do is to fret the chord, right, and to start very slowly so every note sounds correctly. Sometimes when you use this fingering, you have the tendency to force your pinky, and then some of the strings sound terribly out of tune, like this. You see, it's totally out of tune. Why? Because we are forcing the pinky and we are bending the string. No, we need to make sure that all the notes sound correctly. And if we land in G major, like we did before, why don't we do this other sequence? Very simple one. G major, E minor, C major, D major. Let's focus on making every single note of the chord sound correctly, not out of tune. This is going to sound out of tune. Why? Because I'm forcing my, in this case, mid finger. See? Sounds out of tune. Let's focus on making the chord sound in tune. Speed will come later, right? This is a very, very good exercise to practice those changes and to gain precision and independence on your fretting hand. The last advice, let's focus on control and precision versus speed. The speed will come later. Do this 10 minutes every single day, as I said, while you are watching TV, making sure that the notes of the chord sound correctly, right? And that you land with your fingers in the right position. I can guarantee it's going to help you massively. Anyway, I still think that the best exercises to help you with dexterity and control are the spider exercises, but this is a very simple one that I think can help you massively. I do it every single day. See you very soon in my next videos, and up to that moment, please play your guitars, have fun, and be good. Bye!